With hundreds of TV shows to watch across tons of streaming platforms, most viewers need to develop criteria for what they're looking for. They could do it by genre, but watchers are ultimately looking for one thing: relatability. In a fictional universe full of wacky characters, audiences need someone they can relate to.
You guys are weird.
Watchers want to see someone who's not just funny, but is like them. Someone who laughs, who cries, who's just very human. This includes how they react to events. This is why comedy shows provide what's often called an everyman, a character who's just as baffled by their castmates' bizarreness as the watchers are. Jim Halpert from The Office is a perfect example of this type of character. While his coworkers entertain the audience with their quirks,
Bud Liquor! Our prices have never been lower!
He keeps the audience simultaneously grounded. If anything, his reactions add another layer to the comedy. When it comes to more wacky comedies that might not have an everyman, my mind goes straight to Monty Python. I'd say that their work possesses a certain bizarreness that's both unique and hilarious. However, upon further thought, one realizes that most Monty Python scenes have an everyman. While their characters are weird,
by what name are you known? There are some who call me Tim.
There's always a character pointing out how ridiculous it is.
You've got 2 empty jars of coconut and you're banging them together.
Although I was a bit disappointed to find out that even this, which is an out-of-the-box comedy in almost every aspect, had this feature, I remember that things only become tropes because they work. But before I explore what would happen without them, let's look at another reason they're there. There is a second reason that these characters exist. Apart from Jim's obvious role of being relatable, him and characters like him keep their show politically correct. In the first season of The Office especially, Michael says some questionable things.
Would you like some googie googie?
Alone, these lines could hurt the overall approval of The Office, but the reactions to this line show that the creators of the show don't condone this behavior. Let's return to the relatability aspect. Having an inside joke with the audience is a very powerful tool to have in comedy. It's the reason audiences love callbacks.
What? A swallow carrying a coconut?
What do you mean? An African or European swallow?
And the reason that shows like The Office, where you can laugh with the characters, are so well received. These characters almost work as a modernized laugh track. They signal to the audience that something was a joke, subtly enough that the audience doesn't feel instructed. This might be the reason that some modern shows have laugh tracks. They're lacking in relatable characters. The Big Bang Theory, for example, mostly consists of your typical nerd characters, not relatable characters. So without a normal character signaling the punchline, producers put in a laugh track to do it instead. So next time you're watching The Office, just be thankful they don't play a laugh track every time Jim looks at the camera. So, are characters like Jim necessary? Do you prefer shows with these everyman characters or laugh tracks? Let me know in the comments.